Okay, welcome everyone. I want you guys to join me in going wild and crazy on the count of three. Ready? One, two, three. Woo! Great. All right, guys, the reason why we did that is because we have two rock stars with us today who are absolutely rocking the talk. So we have Shannon Boyle and Mike Gostola. Shannon is a mother of four, and just for that alone, Shannon, I bow to you. As someone who's never given any birth to any children at all, just a stepmom, it's like, oh my gosh, how can you do what you're doing and have four kids? And your kids are not all grown and out of the house, I can tell by your age. So Shannon is a mom of four. She's a network marketing leader and freedom junkie. Love that freedom junkie. She's an international marketing and sales speaker and trainer, helping you create a yes life. And Mike is a family focused dad of two. Kudos to you, Mike, on those two. A lifelong entrepreneur and business builder since the age of 18, international speaker and trainer. And Mike is obsessed with helping people achieve time flexibility and helping people live life on their terms. Now, guys, the extra special reason why I am pumped about having Mike and Shannon here today is because these are not just two people who have figured out how to get a whole lot of views and likes and loves on TikTok. But these Mike and Shannon are network marketers, affiliate marketers, just like we are. So they have figured out how to actually build teams, get customers and team members on TikTok. Because honestly, who cares about the number of views and likes you have if it's not giving you any money? It doesn't matter at all. So with that said, over to you, Mike and Shannon. Great to have you here today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gloria, for having us here. We are truly honored to share with your community. And guys, give yourselves a pat on the back. Congratulations for being here and being part of such an amazing community. We know you're savvy business builders if you're tapped into Gloria. So we are super, super excited to share with you. If you can give permission for Shannon to share her screen, she's good to go. We
Yeah,
will
you've got
hop
that.
in and dive in here because we know you guys are ready to get going. So,
hey everybody, Gloria, thank you for bringing us into your community. What an amazing crew. Like, this is really exciting. So drop a 1 in the chat. We're very interactive on these because we want to have your participation and excitement with us. Drop a 1 if you're here because you're excited to learn TikTok and generate more leads and what we call click and buy sales, if that will be exciting in your business. So let me see. Let me get us into share mode here. Everybody see my screen okay?
Yep.
Okay. So today is all about dominating TikTok with attraction marketing, your blueprint to nonstop leads. You guys are in for a gift because this is actually a twofer training. We have the OG of attraction marketing on here with us, Mike. You just heard from him. So we have built the entire foundation of our network marketing businesses and Rock the Talk Academy based on the principles that we're going to share here with you called attraction marketing, which is becoming magnetic to your audience so that they are showing up in your comments and your messenger saying, I need exactly what you're sharing. So drop a 2 if you're familiar with this type of marketing. Drop a 3 if you've heard of this before and you're excited to learn TikTok and how to use attraction marketing at the same time.
They've got a master of attraction marketing at the helm of their community as well. So we're in perfect.
Oh, so you guys know, like, you are in the know already. So we're going to teach you this on the TikTok platform.
Posted this on the morning of the 4th of July and it started going viral pretty fast. And so I haven't posted since then. And all I've done is just stay in the comments. I barely can keep up with that. I actually have like 200 messages in TikTok DMs that I haven't been able to get to. But anyway, it's a great problem to have.
Okay, you guys, did you hear that? That is Heather. She is one of our Rock the Talk students, and that was a voice clip she just left us in the past couple weeks about what is happening on her TikTok account. So did you hear that? She doesn't even have time to get back to all the comments, and she actually, off of this one piece of content, has over 100 sales. And not only that, that was enough to get her to her company trip already. The trip was just launched last month and she already hit it for the double trip. So that was off of one piece of content that she was sharing. What would that be like in your business if you could have that kind of engagement on your feed? Would that be exciting, you guys?
Yeah, how would that make you feel in your business if you had hundreds of comments to follow up with, if you couldn't keep up to the messages?
Yeah, and what would it feel like if you had double-digit sales, in her case, triple-digit sales from perfect strangers? And honestly, it is, you know, just to even get 5 consistent sales a month is job well done in our industry. So imagine 10, 20, hundreds of sales coming in simply because we took your message and shifted it to a new platform. And what if you were able to do all of this without relying on your friends and family or hunting people down on social media all day? Give me a yes if you guys want to get out of that friend and family zone where you no longer feel like you're pestering your same people over and over, which ultimately probably keeps you from showing up better on your feed because you're nervous about what they're thinking and that they're being judgy. Mike and I both jumped over to TikTok to kind of hide from that audience. So this is what we're going to show you how to do too. What would that be worth to you just to get out in front of a brand new audience that is looking for exactly what you're sharing?
So guys, this is what your TikTok can look like when you use attraction marketing properly and you get your message in front of the right people. What we call TikTok is the ultimate equalizer. It has given us as network marketers, affiliate marketers, social sellers, the opportunity to get in front of a new audience every single day. This is what we need in our business to continually grow, and has always been a challenge on traditional platforms for building that network unless you're very active, right? So TikTok gives us the ability to literally tap into new people every day. And picture this, waking up to comments like this. You drop a keyword and they want to join in, and this is what you're seeing. Look at the responses. This is what we're seeing with our students, what we're seeing with Heather that we just shared the voice clip from. Literally a nonstop flow of people asking exactly how they can get into your business. So this is what we want to teach you guys today. We're going to dive in, but we want to ask some questions first. Where are you at on your TikTok journey? Let us know in the comments. I don't get it. Have you opened it? You're like, what is this mystical app? I know I've had this conversation with Gloria before, and it can be a little like when you open it, you're like, what is this place, right? Are you struggling? Are you doing good over there? Are you making bank? Or this is something we have just discovered in the last 6 months. You guys, are you just shopping on TikTok? This is something that we've discovered, that there is people that are specifically using TikTok for nothing more but making purchases. This is something that has never happened in social media before. And when we can leverage it, it is game changing for our business. So I see we've got a pretty good a mix of what people are doing here on TikTok. So guys, you're in the perfect spot. Everything that you're learning from Gloria is going to make sense with what we're talking about and teaching here today. So quick introduction for us. Gloria gave us a quick little intro, but father of 2 kids. My amazing wife, Carla, is also a partner in our business, and she helps us with all of the technical stuff. We're attraction marketing experts, and we love adventure and time freedom. And Shannon, network marketing leader at the top of her company, founder of the Mental Wellness University, and absolutely loves things all energy and creating the yes lifestyle. We are obsessed with helping you guys generate more leads in less time so your ideal audience is buying from you. And we love this term of the click and buy sales. This is what we're creating. So today's game plan, we're going to just do a quick little recap on what is attraction marketing. We know you guys are tapped in. You're in the right community for that already. But we're going to talk about how we've used it to create results in our business, and why you want to be on TikTok, and really why entrepreneurs are flocking to TikTok. We're going to set you up with the foundation of getting started. Even if you've already been over there, you can take what we're going to teach and start applying it, and it's going to start to build that strong foundation, creating that know, like, and trust in that community. We know like TikTok doesn't have groups and everything, but we still build community over there, right? And we're going to share with you a special invite on how you can build a profitable account with our help. Yes, even if you have no followers, Roy, we are going to get you set up to start creating that and building that community.
Definitely, especially if you have no followers. And all of you guys that don't get it, we're nervous, don't understand it. That was me too. So I totally get it. And this is why we created this workshop for you, so that after today, you can understand how to do it.
So you guys probably recognize a lot of these things, right? Does everyone remember the Mac and Apple, IBM Windows battle back in the day? They really Apple Mac really understood their target audience and who they wanted to speak to, right? So they created a marketing campaign that spoke to that specific person that wanted maybe a little bit more ease, a little bit more flow, a little cleaner look, right? Not so technical and clunky as maybe we were traditionally used to with computers. And they created this marketing campaign that really just attracted that person to them. Oprah Winfrey. What happens when Oprah Winfrey puts stuff on her favorite things? What do you think happens when she shares that? Because of the influence, because of the brand that she's created, because of the connections she's created with her community, those products 99% of the time go through a massive selling blitz and they sell out. Yeah, but she's Oprah, but we can all create that own like feeling inside of our community, and TikTok gives us the ability. Starbucks took simple branding and took a 50-cent cup of coffee and have it so people are willing to spend $6 to $9 all day long, strictly on branding and community and the image of the brand and people wanting to be part of something. So when you take these concepts and you put it into your marketing, you can start to create that connection, create that know, like, and trust, and that community where people are like, you know what? I want to see what Walt is sharing. I want to learn more. I'm going to click on his link and I'm going to dive in. And just through connecting with your audience through value and entertainment and really just personal, being vulnerable and being open to your community, you can create that. Yes, Roy, we all want Oprah's money. So attraction marketing really is increasing your value to the world, right? So we have a little typo in there. So here's how we've used attraction marketing in the past. And I know Gloria can relate to this as well. You know, we wanted to start reaching out to a new audience. We wanted to tap into the markets that we didn't have reach to. So we actually started using paid advertisements, and we did very, very well with it. You know, it created a multiple six-figure business for us. It created content with, as you can see, you know, over 3,000 comments, people asking for more information. It had us tap into a new market. But what was the challenge that we found with this? This is very unduplicatable. In the next slide, you'll see here why that was, because we were spending literally thousands and thousands of dollars. You can see on the right-hand side here, we were running campaigns, and we spent over $60,000 on this particular campaign. Drop me a comment in the comments. Do you think that's duplicatable? Is this something you're going to repeat with your team? Are people going to be willing to drop $60,000 on ads? I can tell you from experience, absolutely not. It's not duplicatable. It's challenging, and it can actually become a dumpster fire for your money. So I took everything that I learned inside. Can we go back one slide? Sorry, Shannon.
Oh, sorry,
I took everything that I learned inside of that. Oh. And I took on the left here, you can see the metrics from TikTok. So this is one post on TikTok. This video had 3.7 million views. 40,000 people came to look at my profile, 140,000 likes for one piece of comment, and 10,000 comments, you guys. Can you imagine what could happen to your business if you can create content like this? This content was created in a matter of minutes, and it was created for free. So how much more duplicatable is that than spending $60,000? So we want to show you now what can happen and how you can do this, because it's totally game changing. So we took this approach over to TikTok. So here's why you want to be on TikTok, you guys. Your audience is there. A lot of times we think, oh, well, TikTok is like a kid's place. It's where the young generation is hanging out. That's not the case. Actually, the Gen X and the baby boomers are taking over the app. We're actually becoming one of the most engaged audiences on there. People are going there to buy too. People are actually opening TikTok to buy stuff. We have that at the bottom, but high user engagement. So TikTok, the numbers have shifted a little bit, but the average time on TikTok is over 60 minutes a day. Your viewer is stuck in the scroll for 60-minute plus a day. Whereas on Facebook, it's about 27 minutes and Instagram a little bit less. So people are spending a ton of time over there and they're engaging, they're creating comments and getting like the comments in TikTok is almost a subculture where you can start creating community through conversation, which is very, very cool. TikTok is setting the trends. What we see is in the short form video, all of the other apps have adopted this short form video strategy, right? We see it on Reels, on Facebook, on Instagram, Pinterest has shorts, YouTube has shorts. Everybody is duplicating this short form video strategy because there was such a draw onto TikTok. Over 3 billion people shifted to TikTok because it was new, it was fresh, it was an exciting way to share your story, your content, to connect with new people. As I mentioned, it is the ultimate equalizer, you guys. This gives us the opportunity to get in front of thousands of people a day. Think about it. Even if your videos are getting 400 to 1,000 views a day, picture yourself sitting in front of a room of 400 to 1,000 people every single day, sharing your content, sharing your opportunity, what you have to offer. You guys, this is how we get in front of like our ideal audience. You don't need to buy any equipment. Honestly, all I have done on my TikTok is use my phone. Nothing else but my phone, you guys. And having some lights can make a difference, but all you need is your phone, right? It's a huge time saver. So like I mentioned earlier, a couple minute video got me in front of literally millions of people. And Shannon and multiple of our students have duplicated this. What's very cool is you can then take the content that you've created on TikTok, because it is the trendsetter, you can duplicate, repurpose that content onto other platforms. So now you're working smarter, not harder. You're getting in front of more people. We've actually seen people go from like 55 followers on Facebook, taking the Heather that you heard from, took her content from TikTok and took it over to Facebook. She now has over 65,000 followers on Facebook simply by repurposing her TikTok. So think about the power of that, how you're expanding your network. Again, getting in front of new eyeballs all the time. And again, TikTok made me buy it. There's literally people, we've had multiple people that we've talked to and taught that they strictly were using TikTok for purchases. So, think about that. People are going and they're actually using TikTok as an SEO. It's a search engine optimizer for people looking for their solutions to their problems. You can actually populate #1 on Google searches if you do this properly. Think about that. People are going into Google looking for a solution to the problem that you guys are solving, and you pop up #1 on your Google search with your TikToks. Guys, it's game changing. Bonus, it's a ton of fun. It's a breath of fresh air for a lot of people, and the energy that the TikTok engagement and algorithm brings to people's business, we see it happen time and time again. They take that back to their other platforms, and it's literally kind of like pouring gasoline on the fire. So super, super exciting. So just some reasons why, we really want to, kind of set the stage of why you want to be on TikTok if you're not, or if you've been playing and you're not quite ready to dive in yet.
I want to add in here too that TikTok is known as a shopping app. So people are hanging out there and comfortable with shopping, right? So the other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, they're catching up a little bit where people are getting more used to shopping off of them. But TikTok is the OG, and you always want to go where the original is because they set the trends, and people are on there. They know they can shop. They are ready to shop, which makes your job easier, right?
So we wanted to share this too, because a lot of people are worried, well, I don't have a big following. I don't have a big network. Look at these stats, you guys. businesses are selling out of their product after promoting on TikTok. So you can look at these numbers, like on the bottom, there's, with 4,000 followers or less, 71% of businesses are hitting sell out levels of their products on TikTok. Businesses have increased their sales by promoting on TikTok, their services or their products. All levels, more than 10,000 followers, 4,000 to 10, and 4,000 or fewer are seeing massive 97% growth, 90% growth, 86% growth. You guys, the numbers don't lie. People are using TikTok as a resource to find what they need to solve the solution or solve their problem.
Okay, so we have an example here. These two videos are people from the same exact company, and we're going to show you the power of attraction marketing. So the first girl on the left here, she has her company name splattered. She's telling you she's got the best whatever, right? Like if you saw that video, would you stop and be curious, or would you keep scrolling because you're like, I know what her intention is here? Most of us are like, it's an ad, we're going to keep going. We feel sold to. People don't want to feel sold to. They want to feel heard and understood. And so we have Lauren on the right side in the red, and she led with her pain point, with the problem that she solves, right? So they're sharing the same exact product, but in a different way. The B side, that's the attraction marketing way. So she got them with her hook, knee pain. So anybody that's experienced knee pain is going to stop the scroll, right? Like that's our goal over there. Stop the scroll, and they're going to lean in, and they're going to see a little bit of her story, right? Stories still sell. I'm 38, and for the past nearly 10 years, I've had constant knee pain. Totally relatable. And you're a little curious, like, what is she going to say about this knee pain? So you click and you hang out and you listen, right? You can see in the metrics too, they're very faint, but I'll kind of, so Lauren got over 4,700 likes on her video. She has 357 comments here, where the girl on the left in the orange, she has one comment, and it's probably her own comment. So you can see that people are engaged with this style of posting. So this is what we're going to share how to do more of this. Does that sound like a good plan, you guys? This is what makes you your Oprah, what you're going to be known for, what problem you solve. This is how you build your brand, because we got to keep remembering our company is not necessarily our brand. We and what we offer and our wisdom is. So we want you to start thinking about what's your approach, right? Do you guys recognize these two? We always age ourselves when we pull up this slide. Some of you might totally get it. The others will clue you in. So on the left is the Milli Vanilli crew. Like, what do you guys remember about these guys? For those of you that remember. And you fake, lip syncers, fakers, copycatters, one-hit wonders, right? And then we've got Freddie on the right from Queen. And when you think of him, what do you think? They can't sing. Yeah, and you do not, I will just say, you do not have to sing on TikTok, you guys, and you do not have to dance. Mike and I have never sang or danced on the app. So if you're nervous about that, don't worry, you never have to do it. If you love to sing and dance, we're going to encourage you to do that, because people will love it and respond to it. Yeah, he's a legend, an icon. So, think about when you are building over there, are you looking to be a one-hit wonder or to build a legacy? We're all here to build legacy buildings, right? So we are going to teach you how to be an innovator like Freddie here, so that people are like, they are legend. Like, I want to follow them. They are giving me so much value.
Yeah. So, one more. There's one slide.
Oh, there we go.
Weird how that popped up. So guys, here's some examples of how we're using attraction marketing on TikTok. So you can see here, we are like, what you can do is like polarizing. I'm sure you've heard this from Gloria, right? If we get a little polarizing, we set our camp, we kind of set who we're talking to, challenge status quo, simple things like that, right? You can see like I use this, I'm talking about mental health, and I challenge the status quo of a man who talks about mental health. Well, you can see the results on this. I mean, 6,400 shares, there is 4,600 comments, I think 380,000 likes or something on this one short video. This video was literally 10 seconds long. And think how little effort I put in to make this, to get this connection, right? And then we get into the same part of providing value, creating a connection, creating curiosity. Like, oh yeah, I'm always awake at 3 a.m. unable to get back to sleep. I'd love a solution to that, right? Simple videos, these little videos, we figured out how to trick the algorithm in a sense, and put more content on the video that it takes the viewer more time to read the content than it does for the video to play. The video's playing on repeat in background. The algorithm is saying, oh wow, this video is getting tons of engagement. Everybody that watches it is watching it 2.5 to 3 times. Let's show it to more people. Then what happens on TikTok, which is very similar to most social media platforms, when we grab that viewer's curiosity, we earn their attention, right? Through creating some curiosity, providing some value, educating them a little bit, they will come over to our profile, sorry. On our profile, we can literally give them a roadmap of what they're going to see. You can see how Shannon has done this very effectively. So when they go to our profile and we have multiple videos created, they can see exactly what they're going to get, right? Before and afters of lowering cortisol, probiotics to lower stress hormones. Look at the engagement on these videos. 3,000, 3,000, 6,900, 3,600, 7,300, 1.8 million, 5,000, 14,000, 5,000. Guys, this is game changing for your business. Again, getting in front of thousands of new people, providing them value, providing them information. Then, because TikTok viewers are so used to this buying process, we set up a very simple to follow funnel. You've heard all about funnels from Gloria. We funnel them to our bio, where they can go, and it is very concise to exactly what we're talking about. We're not talking about multiple different things. We're being very specific to the niche we're going to serve, and they go to our bio and they can simply click and buy from our links. And this is what we're seeing happen basically on autopilot day in, day out. That has helped take Shannon and I and multiple people we work with to the top of their company, top recruiters. We have some testimonies we just got the other day that Shannon's going to share with you that are just amazing. Guys,
Yeah.
this is how you can start to attract people and take them through a very simple funnel through content that is very easy to create and doesn't take a whole lot of time.
Who's excited for this? We call them click and buy sales. And what that means is that we didn't have any conversation. We put out our value and then they found our links and they purchased without even a sales conversation. And next thing you have an email in your back office that you made a sale and you're like, what? Like, has this happened in your business yet? Drop a yes if you've had this. Drop a not yet, because that's our goal, is to have these surprise sales, because this is the game changer in our industry, right? Slowing down that sales process. We still have plenty of conversations happening over there, but these are the ones that get us really excited because we've never, ever had this in our industry before. Yeah, not yet. And we put the word yet, meaning that it's going to happen. We're just waiting on it.
Yeah. So here's some examples of some of the people that we've worked with. And guys, here's some great examples too, because it shows the age diversity that is possible on this platform. Chris and Susan, they speak to people over 50 looking to earn money in their retirements. They've created multiple accounts on TikTok that have created multiple viral videos and literally tens and thousands of followers. They're building an email list. And I know Gloria teaches you guys all about this. You guys are savvy marketers, so you know the value of building your email list. You guys, the open rates we are seeing from TikTok email lists is astonishing. 46 to 70% open rates on emails from lists created from TikTok. It's a very engaged audience because, again, a lot of people are going to this platform to make purchases, to find solutions to their problems. So you can see here, we're everybody in these examples is using a little different example. They're using different video styles. So Heather gets into a talking head video. So that's voice to camera, sharing your story, right? And really connecting with people, sharing her experience. Chrissy in the middle, she's doing a simple text overlay video with the short video looping in the background, like I mentioned in the last slide. You can see her metrics here: 2,600 comments, 672 saves, 237 shares. Again, Heather on this, 35,000 likes, 3,700 comments, 22,000 saves, and 6,600 shares. Guys, this is, again, that ultimate equalizer that allows you to get in front of new people. And when you have almost 7,000 people sharing your content, you're taprooting into new markets that we typically, wouldn't have access to. Brian here on the right, this was like literally a game-changing moment in Brian's business after struggling for years. He did what was called a duet. So on TikTok, we can actually duet, use other people's content, right, that's providing value to our niche, and we can literally agree and share our story. All Brian did in this video was nod and agree with what the people on the right side of the screen were sharing, and put a little bit of text up about his story. You guys, this video created 272 sales for Brian without a single conversation. It was his first 4-figure month in network marketing, and really the start to a whole new business for him. So this is the power. Again, different video styles. We teach 7 different video styles. But the joy is you get to use what works best for you, what excites you, what makes you feel good, and what's going to keep you consistent. As we all know, consistency is key in this business. And when you figure out these little videos and you have your niche dialed in, it becomes very, very easy to create content on a daily basis that literally has you being put in front of thousands of people every single day.
Yeah, one thing I don't think we've mentioned yet is TikTok puts your videos out to a brand new audience every single time. So it's new eyes, where Instagram and Facebook take your people on a journey, right? Like, this is now where it's going to be pushed out. And so we've actually duplicated ourselves, creating similar content that we've already created, which again makes your job so much easier, right? When you get a dialed in piece of content, to be able to recreate that, so that, again, smarter, not harder, because it's going out in front of a whole new audience. And have you guys, like, drop a yes if you've heard this in the industry, getting in front of other people's people? Like, that's so old school, right? Like, when you used to do in-house parties or whatever, like the whole goal was to make sure you don't leave without getting another appointment to get in front of those people's, right? You guys remember that? So this is what Mike was saying. When these videos get shared, they're putting you in front of their whole audience, other people's people. And so Brian had this shared 25,000 times. That's putting them in front of an audience of 25,000 X times however big their audiences are.
Yeah, and I saw a question in the chat there. These examples are mostly like health-based, besides Chris and Susan on the left. Yes, this can be used for service-based opportunities. It's simply just changing your hooks and your value, right? It's the same concept. We're seeing it work exactly the same way, especially like I saw that the mention the Nexus, especially in the United States for gas savings and stuff like that. You can create short form videos that create that curiosity. What do you mean you're saving that much money on your gas? How are you doing that, right? Create that curiosity so people are like, I need what he has to create that money savings process, right? So it does 100% work for service-based and product-based companies. Absolutely.
Yeah, and this is perfect for beginners because the algorithm is so friendly. When you get a dialed in message, you can have an instant audience of thousands, right? So Mike and I started from absolute scratch, zero. We didn't even want, because we were trying to get out of that friend and family world, we didn't want people knowing that we were going to TikTok, because we wanted it to be all organic, new, fresh audience and leads. And so that's how we all started, right? And that's why we called it the ultimate equalizer. You don't have to have a big following. And our TikTok following like surpassed our Facebook following that has taken us 10 years to grow. Like, overnight, it has like surpassed it by 10x plus. So it's a perfect spot for newbies. So attraction marketing philosophy on TikTok It's the same, you guys. Educate. People come to TikTok to discover something new. Give them value, help challenge their current belief system, and give them a new way of looking at things. They still are coming here to entertain, to unwind, to de-stress. So laughter, joy, happiness, that's what they're looking for as well. And then to empower people. Did you leave them feeling better after they watched your video? Did they get so inspired they hit that follow button because they want to make sure that you keep showing up in their For You page? So some tips for getting started with attraction marketing, specifically on TikTok, is understanding the TikTok culture and how the algorithm works. So you can just spend a short amount of time going on the app and scrolling, and you will see there's like a culture to it. You know, there's certain styles that are happening, certain fonts that are happening, certain color, trending music. What we don't want you to do is do what you're presently doing on Facebook and Instagram and copy paste it, put it on TikTok, because the cultures are so different and it won't blend into the app and people won't stop on it. They will scroll right past it. So you want to, it's a fine line. Like, you want to be original and stand out, but at the same time, you want to blend into the culture of the platform, if that makes sense. What product do you think everyone should be on? Start with that. Start with your one product. If you could change
service.
or service, sorry. If you could change the world with your one service, product, problem that you solved, what would that be? And then who would benefit from that the most? This is your target audience. Getting really dialed in here is going to make you grow faster and get more leads and quicker sales. What value can you bring to this then target audience right now related to that specific service or product that you are looking to have them click and buy? What tips can you give them around that problem that you're solving? What myths can you bust? You guys, myth busters blow up on TikTok. Like, anytime you can challenge someone's belief system in a good way, you have an instant explosion. What personal experience can you share? The stories over there are still the mighty power. They are info tells, stories sell. Same for TikTok. That's why we want to really make sure you guys are using this in the attraction marketing model. How can I educate, entertain, empower? Like, we're all here because we have a heart of serving. So how can you serve your audience and serve them well? Using video formulas and choosing the right type of videos. So again, there's options. What Mike and I recommend is find one that you really like doing, that you can become really good at and really comfortable, because then you're going to show up every day. So when I first started, talking heads were really comfortable for me because I knew how to do them. They're really easy. There was no tech involved. Mike was doing like fancier videos where he was like splitting his screen and going into character. And I was like, oh my God, that's too much. I just want to keep it simple. But he was having fun doing it that way. I was keeping it simple, doing it my way. So pick what works best for you so that you will consistently show up, because you want them to know that your doors are open, right? Understanding the hashtags. Hashtags are so that you can be categorized. So when people are searching, so keeping the hashtags, and I don't think we have on here, keywords are essential too, because people are doing the TikTok search. Think of it like the Google search. What word would you go in and search to solve your problem? And that's how you're going to think about what hashtag should I use and what keyword should I use. Having that enrollment funnel, this is one of the quickest, fastest, easiest enrollment funnels we've seen to date. You don't have to build out anything fancy or great. Basically, it is like, here's my value, here's the call to action. If you have your clickable link, you send them right up to the link. If you don't yet, there's workarounds like shoot me a DM and put them into your DM funnel and get them off the platform and into where you need them to go. And then most importantly is be consistent and have fun. I want to actually take a minute here to have everybody like put the word fun in the chat. Like, we want your business to be fun, right? We want you to have fun creating content and bring the joy back into what we're doing, so that while you're planting the seeds, which doesn't always feel like the best, like the sales are the best, the seeds are a little bit of work, like we might have fun creating again, bringing the fun back. And that's what this platform is going to help you do. So the more valuable you become to others, the more they will seek you out, right? Oops. Okay, so you're wondering, okay, and we've seen some of these questions even come through here. So will this work for me? So I see that, you know, it works for Mike, it works for Shannon. We've had a couple stories that we've already, but you're wondering like, will this work for me? So here's a couple chats and comments that we've pulled out for you guys. So Diana, who's been a seasoned network marketer, stuck in her business with no enrollments, started the academy with us. I believe it was earlier this year. She hasn't even been with us a full year. A couple weeks ago, she was at her company conference and they pulled her up on stage and said that she was the #1, I'm reading this, customer gatherer of all 14 countries. And it's because of what she's doing on TikTok. Is that amazing, you guys? She was totally shocked and surprised. She didn't know she was getting this. Let me see what it said here. Does it say what they gave? She goes, they gave me a crystal trophy thing and a new laptop and pulled her up on stage to speak. And it's because she shifted over to the platform. She didn't necessarily change her business, her company, her offer. She changed the platform. And then Chris and Susan, Mike talked about them briefly a second ago. So they're seasoned affiliate marketers, 7-figure earners, and they were totally skeptic about coming on TikTok. They were like, I don't know. They didn't think it was a serious platform. They thought it was just like a scrolling, non-serious place for other people, not serious business builders. But they trusted Mike and they're like, well, we're going to take a leap of faith on there. We're going to get on there. And we're just going to see. Most people come on there just to prove it wrong, right? So they were coming on to kind of prove it wrong. Well, they now have since built 2 successful accounts. They have a successful product account and they have a successful where they sell product and then when they attract a team. So we call it a product and a business account. And they are growing a mega email list. So their strategy is to get everybody to drop an email. So they're collecting all that data that they now own, which is really important. So they can pour into them off site of the social media. So if you are looking to grow an email list, you could totally use this for that purpose too. Debbie, I love Debbie's story, and this is for anybody on here today that you think you're too old to start this. Debbie is in her 70s, you guys, and she started maybe going on her 2nd year, and she is consistently now top enroller on her team. And she came from the industry. I mean, put a yes in the chat, like if you've been in the industry for 3+ years. Put a double yes if you've been in it for like 10 or more, right? So Debbie was in it for at least 10 years and she knew that this was her model. She just needed to figure out how to crack the code. And now she's top enroller on her team every single month in her 70s, you guys. Amazing, right? And then Wanda here shot us a little message. She had been posting. She was on TikTok doing her thing, posting, and I've seen a couple of you already put in the comments. She was getting either no views or very minimal views. So we worked with her to shift one tiny little thing on her profile. And since then, her engagement has increased, her views have increased, and she's gotten sales off of it. So just having your brand clarity over there. Christy is another testimonial here. She is a founding partner and a top earner in her company. And she had hit a wall. So drop a wall if you can relate to, like, you've been building here for a while and you've had some success, and then you plateau and you're like, I don't know if I'm ever going to come out of this plateau. That was my story. I was like, Facebook got me so far so fast, and it was exhilarating. And then it kind of just quieted down. I was like, what am I going to do now? Like, I'm not giving up on my dreams and my goals or using social media. So this is where TikTok came in. And she just shared with us that she is getting new enrollments, right? So, if you've been in the industry for a while, when you can still get an amazing amount of enrollments every month, you've done a great job, because that's what happens is you usually run out of leads. You're like, I have no more people to talk to. So she's back to enrolling, and she sent us a message that not only is she enrolling, they're reordering. So her reoccurring income is coming through using TikTok. And then Pam is the last one I'm going to share. Oh, then I'll share a little bit of my story. Does this work if you're looking to grow a team? That's another question we get a lot. So Pam sent us a message that she leads with her product, and organically she's growing a team. So you can lead with your service. Do you guys, Gloria, I can see your face. Do your top product service people, do they grow teams?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so we want to grow teams, right? So when you do this right and do it well and keep it super simple, which is what we teach you how to do, you will attract your team, your business partners. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
So
what we're seeing, because it's such a buyer's platform, there's so many people coming to TikTok to make a purchase. They've gone through that process with us. So we give them a really good customer experience. After we get that click and buy sale, we have a follow-up series, right? We create that relationship with that customer. And then they become very open to the opportunity to be like, oh, I can do what you're doing. I can attract people to do this in the same way. And
yeah.
we basically, in a sense, we start getting paid to prospect our business builders, because we're gathering customers for our product or service, in numbers, giving them a really good product experience, creating that relationship, and it's opening the door up for business builders. And what better business builders to partner with than somebody that's had a great experience with you already, experienced the product or service, and is excited about it, right? So it's almost like getting paid to build your team through customer acquisition. So it's another game changer for the industry.
And then a little bit of my story is that people ask all the time, does this work for my team? Can we duplicate this? Because that's part of the name of the game too when you're growing a team. And the answer is yes. So in my little square down here on the right, we had such an amazing run from November, December, January, February this year, that my team, I shared with them the strategies I was doing on TikTok. My team all started together, which you guys, if you guys are going to do this as a team together, there's power in numbers. Like, so we all got all energy going in the same direction at the same time. We increased my team overall volume by 50,000, getting us to the top level of our company using this duplicating process.
Yeah. And you guys are in a community with a master of creating systems. I know what Gloria creates for her community, and the tools and the resources that she gives you. When you guys, if you come together as a collaborative, as a team to do this together, the momentum you could create, it would be astonishing. Absolutely astonishing.
Okay, guys, we're doing this as a team. That's it. Done.
Gloria, I'm
all
like,
in.
I want to be on your team. There, look at all this energy. We get everybody focused at the same time, the same direction. It's powerful, right? Yeah. So have you gotten value so far? Drop a yes, or drop your ahas or your nuggets. Let us know if you're really excited about the potential that you see here, and really reinvigorating and reigniting the energy back into your businesses. So before we get into Q&A, and we'll answer all your guys' questions, you might be saying to yourself, well, how can I use this to get results right now, right? Hold on, my clicker is. So hold on, drunk driving over here. Excuse me, 1 second. Okay. Mike laughs at me. One time he had to do this and I was laughing.
It's not as easy as you think. I know. You click one too many times and then you're
like crazy. It's crazy over here. So here's what you guys can do next. Okay. So take what we shared with you, take what you already know from working with Gloria and being on your team, get on the platform, just take some messy action. Don't worry about getting it right. See how it goes, test, tweak, evaluate, pivot, have fun with it. Or if you are like Mike and me and many of our leaders, and you want to save time and get faster results and more leads with a bigger return on your investment with time and energy, we created a five-step workshop that top leaders are using to launch profitable TikTok accounts in just a single afternoon. It's a 90-minute workshop, and we're going to dive in a little bit and show you what this is. It's a program specifically designed to confidently launch a profitable TikTok account in just one afternoon, get you all set up from the basis, increase your value and credibility faster on TikTok, quickly and easily get flooded with automated leads. We promise you, you will get them, and set yourself up to pull in click and buy sales. So here's how we're going to do it together.
There we go. Yeah, so guys, we're going to show you a quick little snapshot of what we've put together, and you know, we've re-released this. Really, we had kind of put this on the back burner. It was really creating so much momentum. We've decided to bring it back, especially for Gloria's community. So first of all, what you're going to learn is setting up the perfect bio, right? We're going to get you set up with a foundation that will have clarity for not only yourself, but also your viewer. And this is also going to help the algorithm really work in your favor and be searchable in that SEO. We're going to help you create effortless content creation, because a lot of times people aren't sure what to even do or say on TikTok. So we get you set up with effortless content creation that will help you be in action right away. And we share with you a lot of our little known secrets for creating viral content, tricking the algorithm, getting things working in your favor, right? We have simple formulas that will help you attract your perfect prospects. So Gloria is the master at these formulas and these steps to follow. And Shannon also, she has been gracious enough to share the exact formula that has literally changed her business. And we've seen this duplicated hundreds and hundreds of times. We have now, actually, we need to update this. We have 7 video styles that we teach. Again, we mentioned, you know, there's all these different ways to create content, but what works best for you? What's going to keep you excited, right? So we'll show you the ones that you can use, and then you get to pick, okay, this is the one I'm going to run with because it makes me feel best. We're going to show you how to amplify that. Start taking your content to other platforms so you're working smarter, not harder, getting in front of more and more people and creating that connection across all platforms. We've got some very special gifts that we're going to add into, because we know you're savvy business builders. You're part of this amazing community with Gloria. So we have a digital workbook with formulas and a TikTok video checklist, so you know that all of your videos have everything that you need. We have a daily mode of operation that will help you stay in action on TikTok, help you create that content that is going to connect with your viewers on an emotional level. So like, I need to click on this. I need what Audrey is sharing, right? She spoke to me on such an emotional level. I need to get connected. We have a TikTok video that pulls in automatic leads and sales without talking. So we show you how to leverage that one that Brian created to get over 265 customers, 64 customers on autopilot.
I say that's perfect for the introverts on here.
Yes. We also have a special interview that we did with 4 top network marketing leaders. These are 6 and 7 figure earners, you guys, that are sharing exactly what they're doing inside of their business to start creating that momentum. It is like uncensored, purely raw, like you get exactly what they're doing. And then the last one is a over the shoulder guided TikTok reviews. So we do hot seats with our students, and we dive into their business specifically. They educate us on their business. They teach us what they're selling, who they're serving, and how they are building their business. And we dive in and get very specific. We've put together about an hour's worth of those hot seats for you to be a fly on the wall and really get an inside look of what people are doing to accelerate their growth. Guys, these are priceless, and we learn so much from it. So that's a quick snapshot of what you get. The total value of $1,556. We typically have been selling this course for $497. Right now, you guys, as part of this amazing community, we're going to give you guys access for only $97. This is lifetime access to this content, to our community, and we just want to be there to help you guys build your business, to take it to a new level, and really take advantage of the unfair, the ultimate equalizer that is TikTok.
Yes, and one more thing we wanted to add in specifically for your community and your team here is everybody that purchases this $97 workshop, you're going to get it immediately so you can get into action. We know that sometimes when you start something new, it's daunting to like do the learning curve. So we're going to do a special live webinar with you guys next week for everybody that purchases. We're going to jump on, you're going to get an invite to a Zoom like this, and we are going to walk you through how to use this worksheet, these worksheets and this workshop to actually make sure you get it done so it doesn't just sit in your inbox and collect dust, that we actually are going to help you implement it step by step. So you are going to feel so confident building on TikTok. Does that sound good?
So
yes. And these are, this is Gloria's link right there, you guys. She put it in the chat for you, or you can screenshot the QR code here.
That was amazing, Shannon and Mike. Absolutely amazing. You got me on fire about TikTok. I mean, I don't think it was till after I met you guys the first time that I even created a TikTok account. So I don't know, that was like maybe 3-4 months ago or something.
A few months ago, yeah.
But I'm getting new followers every day, but I don't even know what I'm doing. So
see, imagine with a little coaching and training, you'll be on fire. I'm really excited because we love when communities come together, you guys. We see so much power in numbers. Let's see. Yes, so I mean, you guys have to decide, do you want to use a new platform or not? Are you looking to grow your audience? Are you looking to get in front of a new audience? This is why we would recommend using TikTok as the platform. And what we're saying is the algorithm is so friendly over there that you can gain thousands of views and thousands of followers in less time than what it's taking to do on Facebook and Instagram.
Well, we were just talking about this today on an earlier team call, that every social media platform changes, and they're all changing. Facebook is cracking down, especially in North America. And that means Instagram's cracking down. You know, if Facebook is cracking down, Instagram's cracking down. LinkedIn has really, really cracked down. So if you want more leads, you have to do something different. That's all there is to it, right? Yep. It's the whole thing. You can't do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. So you've got to do something you've never done before. Yes. So this is exactly what I was talking about. You've got to continue to diversify and, you know, be flexible and shift and change with the tides. So that's why I am all in. So guys, you know me. For anybody who jumps in on this, I'll be doing weekly team calls with you guys, because I want to hold my feet to the fire. I want to be accountable and see what I can do with TikTok. So I'm all in, guys. Thank you so much, Shannon and Mike.
Love it, Gloria. Yes. I know you put your knowledge and your experience and the energy that you bring to your marketing, and TikTok's going to be a game changer for you. And then you start rolling that out to your team, the momentum that you can create. I know the engagement and the level of community that you create. So when you guys do this together, we've seen it happen time and time again. We've had actually teams come in and work with us specifically in private settings, and it's just been phenomenal what's happened, and the growth across the board. And this isn't just for the leaders, guys. We're seeing like the people that have struggled and not had sales ever in this industry starting to create sales, create that momentum, create that energy. And think how good that feels, and how much more confidence you end up having when you start sharing your opportunity, when you're like, yeah, I have tangible things, I have an amazing community that I can tap you into, that's going to support you all along the way. You guys are smart, you're savvy, you're part of a community that already has that. This is just going to be a tool that's going to help you elevate that to a whole new level. And again, get in front of literally thousands and thousands of new people. We always like to do a bit of a time capsule when we work with people, and we say, you know, we've got 66 people on this call today. Can you imagine if 66 of us started creating content that was even, let's just say, generating 1,000 views each to one specific goal? Think about the reach on a daily basis that can create. When you start getting into viral numbers, you're talking millions of people on a daily basis you can reach as a team. Imagine the energy that will bring back to your community.
I pulled back up the recap of what you get. Nicole was asking what you get for the $97. So this is a recap of what the workshop is. And then we are, in addition, going to host another live actual training webinar where we will go step by step with you guys to make sure, because once you've built the foundation and the foundation is strong, then it's skyscraper time, right?
Gloria, did you see any kind of repeating questions you want us to answer? Is anybody?
Well, yeah, people want to know if you can promote more than one product
More
or
than
service, and it's
one.
the same thing on every platform, guys. If there's something that's congruent. For example, you guys all know that, you know, Nexus Rewards is all about saving money. GiveBucks is all about saving money. You know, if you have things that are all about saving money and there are different ways to save money, great. You know, if there's some way that you can tie them together, but if you're trying to sell your homemade soaps and crypto trading, no, you know, those.
Yeah.
So somebody asked about their daughter's artwork and their business, probably not on the same channel. You know, they don't have anything to do with one another. I mean, if there's something that ties together, fine, but otherwise, no.
And the cool thing is we have you focus on one channel first, get really good, get really comfortable. If you do sell multiple things and they are not connected and not related, that's when you can pop up a second channel. We've had a lot of people do a second account once they have figured out what they're doing on their first account, and they'll go a whole different like lane. But we say just focus on one first so you get really comfortable and good at it, and then sky's the limit.
Absolutely. And Paul, I mean, you'd use the funnels that we've got for our opportunities. So we already have Nexus funnels. We already have Live Good funnels. We already have, you know, fill in the blank. We've got it. So
Yeah,
you'd use those funnels that we have already. You don't have to go out and build new funnels.
Yeah.
Specifically.
One thing that we do, we leverage that would be an additional cost is we use Project Broadcast very, very effectively on TikTok as well, getting people into that. So you can add different tools, but Gloria, again, she's a master at creating funnels and tools for you guys to leverage. So it'd literally just be tapping that into your bio, you know, creating that link tree or the stand store or the milkshake or whatever you choose, whichever fits best for your marketing, right? And it's just directing your audience and the engagement to that bio, and then taking them through the funnels that Gloria has already been gracious enough to build for all of you.
Cool. All right, guys. So
I want to touch on this. Sorry to cut you
go
off.
for it, Mike.
So are they going to ban TikTok in the US? I just was talking about that this morning. So I'm not going to get political. I don't care what side of the pond you're sitting on. But
and
Camilla
besides,
Harris,
Mike's a Canadian, so
I'm a
just
Canadian,
qualify
yeah.
that he's in Canada. So what
But-
does he really know about what's going on here? No, I'm just joking.
My observation that I shared with my wife this morning, I was like, Camilla Harris is now promoting herself on TikTok. How are they going to ban TikTok if they're using it to promote their political stance? right? So I've always had a strong sense that nothing is going to happen to TikTok in the United States. If, let's just say, something did happen, there will be a replacement. And what we teach here works on all platforms, you guys. Yes, TikTok is a vehicle we teach, but same as what Gloria teaches you here, you use these actual marketing skills and strategies. You can pivot and go to whatever platform you truly desire, and whichever one is leading, and just take the skills and show up as a true marketer, right? And you'll be able to pivot should that happen.
And people have been asking us since we've been building, and we're going on a couple of years now. And I say, listen, the iron is hot. Strike while it's hot. We've made tens of thousands of dollars off this platform. We're not waiting to see if it shuts down. We're going in and getting the money off of it before it does, if it does. But we really don't think it's going to. So we play as if it's our long-term game. But this is more than just TikTok. You're gonna get like marketing strategies, sales strategies that you take with you forever.
Absolutely, 1,000%. I mean, in my opinion, it's $97, guys. $97. If you bring 3 people into, Live Good or Nexus or something, you're going to make your $97 back. So, I mean, and that's what you want to do. You want to make way more than that, right? So, as I said, I am the furthest thing on the planet from a TikTok expert. So I'm all in. I'm super excited about this. And, I recommend, if you guys are, I know all you guys, right? I know you're all stuck. I know you're not blowing the doors off your business. So you've got to do something different. You've got to add more platforms. You've got to do different things. And whatever you learn here, you're going to be able to take to other platforms. You're going to be able to take to Instagram, to Facebook Reels, to Facebook Stories, to Shorts on LinkedIn and YouTube. So to me, this is an investment, a very, very, very small investment, a minuscule investment, actually, and you really can't go wrong.
Love it.
Yeah, we wanted to make it accessible for as many people as possible. Shannon and I we're champions of the industry, just like Gloria is, and we want to see people win. We want to see people succeed. We've been in this business long enough to see where people are stuck, and we've taken that to build a program and a system that allows people to actually gain traction, gain momentum, and create sales, right? And we're here to see everybody win, and we've created a program that we feel really helps people do that. So we're excited to work with you guys, especially as a team. We'll hop on, we'll do this webinar with you guys next week. Everybody that signs up will get an email and an invite to that, and we can dive even deeper into what you guys are doing specifically as well.
Great. Love it, you guys. Thank you so much, Mike and Shannon. So I'm all in. I look forward to seeing whoever else is in. I hope all of you are in. To me, this is it's a no-brainer. So thanks so much, guys. We'll see y'all soon. Thanks, Shannon.
Guys, appreciate all the time.
TikTok.
Have a great day.